Hey guys, I haven't been on here in a while, but I just thought I would show you all the changes that we've made here in the last few weeks. I've been meaning to get on here and show you that we expanded our garden, triple the size. I had the idea a couple weeks ago to till up all the way down to these trees, and we know if we did that we would have to get some more fencing, and the soil is not that great. You can see the difference of the soil from this part that was kind of covered and the chickens were in here for a while to that more clay soil that's back there. But wow, yeah, we have tripled the size of our garden now, so I'm really excited. The craziest thing about it is I've already planted all of this out. I'll turn the camera around here in a minute and show you kind of everything and where everything's at and where everything's going, but and then you can kind of see the true size of it. But we've already, other than putting some tomatoes and peppers back here to see how they do in a more shady environment, which is not that much more shady back here, but I have so many that I started in the grow room that I have so many to put up front and then so many to put back here, so I won't be at a loss if these don't do well back here. I have a feeling they're going to do great though, but could be wrong. And then we of course have our raised garden beds over here that it looks the same over here as the last time I showed it to you. It's just we still haven't planted anything because we can't plant out any of this stuff until closer to Mother's Day for the frost. And I still did not show you, other than the cinder blocks I have at the edges with the strawberries in it. That's my asparagus bed. I actually started some asparagus in the house because my asparagus didn't come up. So looks like there are birds making nests in places where they shouldn't. Somebody gave me these tomato cages. I'm going to try to not only plant tomatoes in them, but I'm going to try to plant my squashes in them too. My squash plants, I've heard that tomato cages kind of keep them reined in, and so they don't take up so much space, because I have a lot of stuff to put in these beds. But these are the cages. I don't know if you can see them, but these are the trellises that my husband made me. He's only made 2, so we've got to make some more of those. Right now I have sugar snap peas growing and kind of starting to grow up on them. They're getting big. My arm is getting tired of holding this phone. I should have brought my my little camera holder out here, but yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going out here in these raised garden beds here in about a week or two. I've got cucumbers, cucamelon, strawberries, peppers, zucchini, squash, green beans, all kinds of things. And I need to figure out and map out where everything's gonna go, because I probably have more stuff to go out here than what I have room for, but I am going to try to fit it all in here. I'm gonna go grow flowers in here and amongst all of the vegetables also, so that we can have pollinators come. I'm gonna do my best to get everything in here and hope that it all fits. So now I'm gonna show you the other garden and kind of explain where everything's gonna go in there. Okay, so I'm over here by the trees, and there's my chicken coop. This is a bunch of mess we've got to get cleaned up. Some of it will go on our new back deck. We have a lot to do back here in the backyard of our property, but because we built a sunroom addition, not this room, but that is our new sunroom addition, and in between those 2 rooms we're going to put a deck and then have the deck kind of come out through here. But we have a lot of construction mess and garbage that we have to clean up. We're going to make this a little seating fire pit area, but the blocks have to be down in the ground so he can bring this trailer around for us to get our wood chips and our chicken coop. That's what we use in our chicken run, and the chickens make compost for us. But we have put a fence all the way around this garden, and it's massive now, which I'm so happy we have this. But in these 2 rows are or in these 3 rows actually are onions, and then I have potatoes, and then I don't even remember what I planted there next year. I need to do better. about making a map and labeling what I've put where, because I don't remember some of the root vegetables, brassicas, and some of the greens and stuff I planted. I don't remember where I've planted all of them. But I think I did collards and kale in here maybe, and they're all coming up. You can see them. And then we have corn in all of these other rows. You can actually see I just brought some fertilized soil and put it down, because we didn't put any in here, so I just put some down the lines. But you could see some little corn coming up. It doesn't look like we're gonna get a frost, so hopefully the corn will be okay. And then I have put straw in all of my walkways, and I really like that straw that I got in a bag at Rural King, and it has the tack in it so it doesn't blow around and stuff. It seems to work pretty good. And then I have another bed right here with more beets, I believe. I don't remember what all I put in there. And then, like I said, I've got my cabbages and Brussels sprouts covered in those. And then back there in that back part that isn't covered but has the hoops, I'm going to put some peppers back there. I'm going to put tomatoes all in this bed, which I think will help the brassicas maybe get some shade to keep them from getting too hot and going to seed maybe, which is kind of shady back here anyway from the trees. And then I have a bunch of lettuces and stuff here, and then a few sunflowers actually popped up where I've been feeding my chickens black oil sunflower seeds. These are black oil sunflower seeds that came up, and I actually watched them come up in here, and I just took them out and moved them to the edges. I do plan on putting flowers at the ends. I've left space at the ends of all of my beds for there to be flowers in here for the pollinators. And then you can see my 2 rows of strawberries. And we took some wire and just cut the wire with some wire cutters and put some of this same fencing that we put up on the back over these strawberries so the birds can't get to them. So yeah, I am really excited. And then, like I said, there's going to be rhubarb in that bed, and then I don't remember what's going to go in that one. Oh, chamomile. I'm going to put chamomile right there. So here's some stuff I have sitting out here hardening off. I've got my half of my tomatoes. The other half of my tomatoes haven't come up this good, so I'm working on those inside in my grow room. And then I've got some cucamelons. These things are starting to reach everywhere, so these will be ready to go out hopefully next week. I can watch the forecast and put them out. I have some catnip, spearmint. We actually planted that stuff together in the nasturtiums. This is that whole flat that we actually planted together in one of my first videos of starting seeds, and these nasturtiums and things will go in the rows of all mine. Now the herbs and things that I have cilantro and some other things. They're gonna go in these front beds right here that I have for right here in front of the chicken coop, because I already have some rosemary. No, that's not rosemary, that's lavender, and I already put my cilantro in there, and I have some calla lilies coming up. I moved them over here. I don't know if they'll stay there, but that's where they are right now. And then we're gonna cover all this with this black stuff, and we're gonna put mulch down in here, and this is gonna be like my flower and herb garden. We just have to get to it. We just have to find the time and get all this cleaned up and get to it. But anyway, and then here's all the stuff left in my grow room. I've got the rhubarb coming up in here, some holy basil that will go out. My asparagus did not grow in the bed that I put it in outside, so I just started a bunch in here, and I'll put it out there in that bed. Some more peppers and tomatoes and flowers that just haven't I haven't gotten outside yet, but some of them are too small. If you harden things off too small or have them out in the sun, if they're not ready, they'll just wilt. I actually had that happen with this pepper right here yesterday, so poor thing. I don't think it's gonna make it, but I'll see. I have so many tomatoes and peppers, I don't even know where I'm gonna put them all, so we'll see. If it dies, I will probably be fine, because I have, like I said, I have so much stuff. This year's gonna definitely be the year of experimentation, because my gardens are all in new places. They're not in the front yard like they were last year, and I'm gonna see what grows best where. So a lot of experimenting this year. So let's go get the eggs because I have not gotten the eggs out of the coop yet, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.